What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this episode of Jensen Adventures, we bought another vehicle. So I don't think we've introduced you guys to the new Suburban that we got. This is for Tiffany's business to haul her stuff to her markets. It just doesn't fit in the Jeep, and you know, I can't just buy a regular old grocery getter. We'll do a soundbite clip, but we'll do a cold start for you guys. But it's a 2008 old Border Patrol Suburban. You can see Border Patrol there. It's actually not an LSX. It's got the 6.0 LY6 Allison transmission, 4-wheel drive, 2500 3/4 ton 8 lug. We're going to be doing new wheels and tires. It's got a stage 3 cam. It's got long tube headers. Someone's already put some leather seats in it. It's probably hard to tell. I actually pulled the center console jump seat. We're going to be replacing that. We already put a new head unit in. We filmed some of that you'll be seeing shortly. We're actually today gonna be putting all of these parts in. All new front suspension, new shocks, drop shackles in the rear. We're gonna reverse level it. We got some new wheels and tires at G&M that we're gonna go pick up after all this is installed. We got a whole new brake system. Border Patrol vehicle, you can imagine the brakes have been put to use and they're kind of sketchy. So we have a brake booster, master cylinder, calipers, rotors, pads, all power stop, all new upper control arms, lower control arms, tie rods, steering, Bilstein 5100s, and some Raceline Boost 17s and some Ridge Grappler Nitto 33s. We're going to be wrapping this a satin white as well. Not in this video, that will be an upcoming video. We are doing it ourselves. Alright, another little thing we were working on this Suburban is the washer fluid reservoir was leaking from the little pump. So we're gonna get, I ordered a new little pump and gasket, so we're gonna get that thrown back in. We already got new windshield wipers on. Alright, so we got the tank in. We had some custom rubber line, not custom, but just some washer fluid kit. So we got all the lines reran. Let's go test it out. Okay, front seems to be working. Rear doesn't seem to be spraying anything. Alright guys, we're in the Suburban today working on the radio. We're going to get a backup camera in. We also got our WeatherTech floor mats. We're going to get our new Jensen double-din radio in, and our backup camera and some new door speakers. Getting the radio surround secured. Perfect fit. So we're gonna get all this plugged in and get the backup camera plugged in. We're gonna run the USB port to the glove box. I'm actually gonna run two coax and an antenna cable out for a amplifier, just in case we want to put one in. I do have an amp and a sub that we might put in here that's nice and small, so I'm going to run those now just so we have them ready. I guess that's all the way in. Yeah. So then we'll plug the antenna into the antenna. They just don't reach very well when we're ready to throw it in. We got to hook up our backup camera and our coax for the amplifier, and then we're good. All right, we're gonna get it in here. We're gonna see how it fits. Just to hold it. All right, we got it all hooked up. Backup cameras ran, microphone is ran, so let's see how it functions. All right, let's see if Apple CarPlay connects. There's Apple CarPlay. Yep. We got Apple CarPlay function. We're in reverse. Backup camera function.
It's 'cause hit phone.
Oh, I was hitting the wrong one. Take it. Hello?
Hello?
Is it on your phone talking or is it on?
It's on the CarPlay.
All right, next thing we're gonna do is get this caliper and rotor off. So we're gonna disconnect this brake line. There's 2 bolts on the back. Take the caliper off. Rotor will slide off. Whatever we're doing to this side, we're doing the same on that side since we have tools in our hands and we can just be more efficient. Got a bucket down here for the brake fluid to drip into because it will. All right, it's just me out here, but we got shock out, we got all the brakes out. Haven't been recording a ton of stuff, but brake boosters out, master cylinders out. So let's go check these out. Something was leaking. Looks like the brake booster was leaking. So whole new brake system. Almost ready to start putting it back together. All right, guys. Check it out. Power stop, rotors, pads, and calipers. New Bilstein 5100s. All wrapped up on the driver's side. We got the new brake booster in. This side hasn't been touched. Look how old, and look at before, after. So nice. Probably can't tell. I'll get some better shots of the other side. It's sunny today. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is bench bleed our new master cylinder before we put it in the Suburban. So we want to go ahead and make sure we have the right fluid for the vehicle. We're gonna start filling the reservoir until we start seeing it drain out of these holes, the 2 brake line holes. And once it starts draining from there, that kind of lubricates. Once it starts dripping from here, then we'll know it's lubricated. And we can put these plugs in, and then we're gonna depress this plunger over here. Okay, you can see it's kind of dripping. So we got these tightened. We're gonna tighten them a little bit more. And then we're gonna depress this piston. It's probably good enough. Keeping fluid in the reservoir. We're gonna depress this piston as much as we can, nice and slow. until we can't depress it anymore. And it's compressing that piston and letting the air out. So it's bench bleeding it before we put it on the truck and then bleed all the wheels individually. I can hear air escaping. You want to go slow so you don't aerate the brake fluid. All right, we got the master cylinder bench bled. We got everything back in. Throwing this tire on. Gonna throw this other tire on. Go pick up our wheels and tires. Bleed the brakes. Get this thing all ready to go. All right, this is the last time we are gonna see it on these wheels and tires. Just got back from G&M. Let's pop this open. Whoo! Let me get these out in the sun, but some Nitto Ridge Grapplers, a 33, and then some Raceline Boosts. Alright, we got them mounted up. They look so good. Torsion bar suspension you can adjust with a bolt right there, so I think I'm going to lower this. And I actually got rear adjustable shackles that I didn't know if I was going to use. And I wanted to go with a small tire, keep fuel economy, keep, biggest tire we could go without really trying to force it, and keep fuel economy, power, and looks all, you know, in consideration. But I think I'm gonna drop that an inch in the back, but looks so good. Getting closer. We also got the center console in. Turned out so nice, bolted right up. So we took the jump seat out. The jump seat's actually gonna go in the Kodiak, but the grocery getter DBC hauler is almost done. All right, we got the rear buttoned up. We're sitting pretty much level. Some new Bilstein 5100s, some adjustable shackles. We got this thing looking right. All right, guys, another thing we're working on the Suburban is the body mounts. It was making a really bad clanking noise even after shocks, tires, checking everything out. So checked out these body mounts in the back. I pulled this one and you can see it has seen better days. So we got this new S&B kit. These are supposed to be the best. They are not cheap. This kit was like $6.99. But I've read great things about these, so we'll give you guys an honest review. Super cool how different they give you all the different layers, a new bolt. They give you this that says everything on this side of the card remains above the frame tab, so super informative. So let's get these put in. We got the old mount out up there. We're just jacking the body up with a piece of wood. This is 1 of 8, so we're gonna go ahead and slide this top section up and over. I need to jack it up just. Oh. It's gonna go. All right, so make sure all that stuff is aligned, because there's even one on the top. Okay, that fell in. So now we need to grab the bolt. This is not the easiest with one hand. And this is gonna go right up in there. Okay. Okay, I think that's started. I need to lower it down. Okay, we got it run up in there, so I'm gonna go check the torque specs, see how tight I'm supposed to do this, but that one's done. Pretty simple. Should ride like a dream. Alright guys, we got them all out. If you've replaced shocks and tires and ball joints and you're still getting some vibration or you're still getting some clanking noises, check your body mounts. These are so bad. Some of them are missing the whole bottom section. Some of them aren't bad. There's like one or two that is just totally blown out. This one has a chunk missing, so we went with obviously the S&B like I showed you earlier. Silicone. I've never ran them before, so stay tuned in the future for a review, but this thing's coming along. We're gonna throw a power steering pump in. Obviously new master cylinder, new brake booster. You guys saw all the brakes and tires and stuff. Can't really tell, but we're gonna throw a new power steering pump in here real quick, and that is right here with the new pulley puller. All right, we got a fresh power steering pump in, fresh fluid. She's all buttoned up. We got it jacked up. We're turning the wheels back and forth to get the air out, and we're gonna wrap this project up. We'll get a cold start for you guys and let you hear that stage 3 cam, those long tubes, and that Magna Flow exhaust. Stay tuned. We're gonna have more content with this build coming. We're gonna be wrapping it and maybe some other goodies, so stay tuned for the next episode. Later guys.